These are dark days, my friends. I probably just killed my game store by running an event. This is a pretty hard video to do. I want to do it justice and speak plainly and truthfully. So we did an event for Commander. This is the third time we did it. The first time we did it, Joe came to me and said, hey, I got this idea, we should do this event, and I didn't think there was a way to make it work with how much we were bringing in versus like the prizes we'd have to give out. He assured me that it would be fine, and it went off really well, but he also was the one that did all the prize support. So it was not all of it. We did like 2 packs for the winner and then 1 pack for the second up runner, right? And we also did concessions for everybody in that $5 event. So it was a pretty good thing, but then he did on top of it a pack for everybody that participated. So he actually came beside us and actually helped us a lot. Then we went through our second event that we did, and it was much of the same. We gave away concessions like we always do, and then we gave like the 2 packs to the winner and then the 1 pack for second up, and then he brought in a playmat, and he also got packs for everybody else again. So it was really him helping us quite a bit to make that work. Well, we go to our third event, and this time we don't have the help, and this is where we made the big mistake, right? Everybody thought that that was just part of the event, and it wasn't. It was just Joe being very generous with his with what he was doing. So we raised it so that we could actually have a little bit of prize support to $10, and we still ended up giving out the concessions from it. But there was no pack per every person. We gave away a prize pool for everybody that would win the top 2. So the top one was a $30 gift card for the store, and the second one would have been a $15 for the store. And that's where everything blew up. So we basically killed our game store by giving away 100% of the profits or 100% of the bring-in from everybody because it wasn't enough. And that shouldn't be funny, but it is what it is. And to give a little bit of background between me and my wife, we've opened the store 5 years ago, and neither one of us has ever paid ourselves at all. So we don't really make it, right? In fact, we make it so little, I have sold 2 businesses to keep this, well, 2 buildings I used to have to keep this alive every time it needs money. So saying that we have no money is actually an understatement. We have less than no money, but we love the people. So we keep working for free every day. But then we were just hit in the face because we were greedy. And it was horrible of us to not give away more than what we brought in. And that's sort of what happened. And I understand where they came from, right? Because the first 2 were like heavily subsidized, right? Like so much that it didn't make sense, and it couldn't make sense. And that's kind of what I argued in the beginning, that it wasn't going to work. Going forward, however, we are going to address the situation. We only have 2 choices. Our 2 choices are simply never do it again because it's hurtful to run it, right? If no one's having fun running the event, because I thought they were actually coming here to actually have a competition and win an actual prize, but that's not what I found out very clearly, that they did not actually want the top prize to be so skewed to the top. They just wanted to get back their $5 or $10 that they put into it no matter what happened. So that is kind of where it's at. So going forward, we're going to try it one more time. If it fails, we're just never going to run the event again, because I don't want people to have hurt feelings, and I don't want people to feel like we're chipping them, right? So our only choice is never run it again. so they don't get hurt feelings and feel like they've been gypped even though we gave away 100%. So it's really weird, right? It's crazy. So going forward, it's going to be $5 only. No concessions for anybody. I'm sorry, it's just out of the thing. People told me that they hated the concessions after the end of that thing, that they would have rather had packs, okay? And so what will happen going forward on those events is everybody that gets in there gets a pack. The pack is actually kept by us. We're going to open up the pack. All the commons will go to whoever's pack it was. That will go to you. We're going to keep the rares and the mythics out of it, and we're going to keep the tokens and the foils. And we're just going to redistribute the rares and the tokens based on whoever came in first, right? So if you came in first, you're going to be able to pick the first rare, mythic, or token. And then it'll go down to the next person, and they'll pick what they want. And then it'll go down to the next, to the next, to the next. And then it will recycle up until we have absolutely no cards in it. But we also have the tokens, and we're going to be actually putting a program together to make it more fun for people to award points to other people. You'll have 1 point that you can reward to somebody for whatever reason. Like you really liked what they did. You love the interaction that they gave you. It was tons of fun, right? So it's going to be called a token gesture. Yeah, pretty clever, huh? I like it too. It's pretty fun. So when we do the token gesture, whoever did a token gesture gets to do a roll-off, and the roll-off is on a 20-sided die. Whoever has the highest gets to choose the first token until all the tokens are gone. Due to the rarity of tokens, maybe not everybody gets a token even though they did a token gesture. The other thing that we're going to do to facilitate a little bit of fun is we're going to actually, if there's ever a tie in anything, we're going to do a small Beyblade arena. So yeah, so it'll be 2 people spinning up Beyblades to figure out who the true victor is. I know. I think it's pretty fun, but I am very sorry for anyone that had hurt feelings on the event. Like, I really thought we were doing a good thing, making it so that the top player got most of the prize, and we gave 35% of everything back to everybody else in concessions. But I was in great error, and I wish that did not happen. I really thought people were here to compete, and I thought part of the fun was to see what your deck did against everyone else and just having the opportunity to play that deck against everybody else. But going forward, we're going to try it one more time, doing with the rules I just stated, and we'll have that all fleshed out on the website and everything else that we need. I'm sorry that this video was a little bit more this format, but like we said, we keep trying. And I mean, if you... We work here for free for 5 years, and I've sold 2 businesses to keep this place to go. So if you win, what you win is no game store. It's what you win. I'm sorry. I don't want to be that blunt or that mean, but I miss a whole bunch of family things just because I'm here. And I love you guys, right? I love you guys. I'm sorry it's such a it's such a downer movie video. I'm sorry for that. But like I said, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep going. So, see ya.